The Price of Old Promises. In a quiet suburb of Seattle, Emily Harper woke up early every morning to make coffee for her husband Alex. The smell of fresh pancakes filled their cozy kitchen. Emily was the queen of the courtroom. A top defense attorney who never lost a case. Alex was a simple man from a small town. He worked at a logistics company and loved his wife more than life itself. They had been married for 5 years. Everything felt perfect until one rainy night. Alex was driving home when the police stopped him. "Mr. Harper, you are under arrest for manslaughter." The world spun around him. The victim was Alex's own father, an alcoholic he hadn't seen in years. The real killer was Ryan Miller, Emily's famous ex-boyfriend from college. Ryan had panicked and planted fake evidence to frame Alex. The real shock came at the trial. Emily didn't sit on the defense side to help her husband. She stood with the prosecution in her sharp black suit. "I am Alex Harper's wife. But as an officer of the court I must tell the truth." She showed the judge photos of Alex's difficult childhood. She argued that Alex had a motive to hurt his father. The courtroom went silent. Alex stared at the woman he loved, watching her rip open his deepest scars. Because of Emily's testimony, Alex was sentenced to 3 years in prison. Outside the courtroom, Emily cried and whispered, "I am so sorry, Alex. Ryan promised me he only asked for 5 favors to pay back an old debt. He didn't want to go to jail, so I had to put you there instead. But I will wait for you." Alex laughed through his tears. "I waited for you in the rain when you worked late. I brought you lunch when you forgot to eat. And now you send me to prison for him." The heavy iron gates closed behind Alex that day. 3 years felt like 30. Prison was brutal and lonely. Alex lost weight and his voice became hoarse from an injury. But he survived with the help of a friend named Mike. Release day finally arrived. A black SUV waited outside, but Emily wasn't there. She sent her assistant because she was in a meeting. Back at home everything was different. Alex's garden was gone, replaced by concrete. Ryan Miller was waiting for them at a fancy restaurant. Emily told Alex not to make it awkward. "Drink with us, Alex." Alex had a stomach injury from prison, but he drank to please her. He threw up blood and passed out that night. In the hospital, Emily looked at him with cold eyes. "Are you faking being sick just to avoid Ryan?" Alex whispered with his cracked voice. "You really think I am faking?" Emily felt a flash of guilt and held his hand. "I have finished 3 of Ryan's 5 favors. 2 more and we are free to travel the world." But Ryan wasn't done playing games. At a crowded mall, Ryan triggered a fire alarm. People ran in panic. Emily saw Ryan looking scared and ran to him first. She helped him out of the building and left Alex behind in the crowd. Alex woke up with broken ribs. Emily sat by his window smoking a cigarette. "I was coming back for you, but Ryan's leg cramped. He is fragile and I was scared." Alex smiled weakly and said, "I get it." The final blow came when Alex's grandma got sick. Ryan went to her hospital room alone and showed her terrible photos. He told the old woman that Alex killed his father on purpose. Grandma's heart couldn't take the shock. She passed away while doctors were busy helping Ryan, who was faking a headache. Emily arrived and yelled at Alex for causing trouble. "Your grandma was strong," she Couldn't be that sick. Alex fell to his knees and screamed in pain. That day the man who loved Emily finally died inside. He signed the divorce papers and burned their wedding photos. He took his small savings and headed south to Oregon. With his prison friend Mike he opened a small bed and breakfast by the beach. It was a simple life with sunshine and laughter. Alex finally found his peace. Back in Seattle, Emily's life turned into a disaster. The truth about Ryan Miller finally came out in court. The hidden camera footage showed everyone what she had done. Emily lost her career, her reputation and her health. Cancer came fast and she had no one left. One snowy night she stood outside the beach house in Oregon. She wore a thick hat to hide her thin hair from the medicine. She watched through the window as Alex laughed with his guests. He was planting tomatoes in the yard looking truly happy. Emily whispered to the wind, "Alex, be happy, always be happy." Then she turned around and walked into the cold night. Some promises are not worth keeping. Some people are not worth holding onto. Letting go is not losing. Sometimes it is the only way to find yourself again.